week selling Buckingham Palace, isn't it? Eh? It is, isn't it? It's the same, isn't it? Time. Mesut Ozil has taken another holiday.
Well, we don't know. We don't know what's happened, do we?
Well,
I know he was on the pitch.
Apparently, he's got a back injury.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 4 bad backs already in our team, isn't there? So,
that's,
you know what I mean?
But that's not nice, though. That's not nice, is it?
But anyway, this every so often, he's now out till the end of the season.
Yeah, there's only 2 games.
For a guy that's won 300 grand a week,
allegedly,
don't you think he should be put a bit more in, you know?
Well, you say that. I disagree. I think he does turn up to big games. He might not turn up to all the big games, but he has had a very big impact on some of the big games. But the thing is, Mesut is, I think, harshly criticised because he's not an Alexis has to say. Alexis is going to run and cover every blade of grass. Mesut won't do that, but he'll find the killer ball that will help someone to score. You know, so I think Mesut gets unfairly criticised. I mean, it's best not to mention other players, but so I won't. Other players from other teams, when they've got the strengths, they're not asked to do what he does. They're not asked to defend. I'm not saying Mesut shouldn't defend, but when you have a talent for that, you should have, I personally think, a free role where you don't have to depend on that. But he cannot be asked to do something that he's unfamiliar with. Whereas what he can do is hurt the opposition.
Yeah, but he's had more holidays than Judith, hasn't he? I mean, come on. I mean, this is getting ridiculous now, isn't it, with his holidays? I mean,
that's. I must say that's very good. Judith Chalmers, wasn't there a show? Wish You Were Here. Yeah. I remember that. Didn't
that's what I always kept saying. Wish you were here, Mesut, but he's never here, is he?
Hold on, wasn't that on weeknights, man? Was it Wednesday 7 o'clock on ITV?
I don't know when it was.
Yeah, it was. Judith Chalmers. My God, I can't believe you've done that.
We'll be Wish You Were Here next season. When there's an away game, won't we? We'll be
saying,
Wish You Were Here, Mesut.
No. I think Mesut will be fine. But that's quite funny.
I think the new manager will put his foot down.
But who is the new manager? Though?
Whoever
anyway,
it is,
we better not, because we're going to come into that. But I think Mesut does turn up.
I'm waiting for the plug. I'm waiting for the plug.
The plug. But the plug, you heard what the plug said, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for the plug. As soon as I hear from the plug,
but the plug's already said. The plug had an interview on Sunday. You didn't see it?
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah.
I didn't see it.
He had an interview.
But anyway, what I'm coming down to it, I think that a new manager will kick his arse a bit now. No more holidays.
Really?
Get back to work, Mesut. What you're paid $325,000 a week for.
So what you're saying? So you're saying that the outgoing manager was too soft. That's what you're saying.
Oh, of course he was. Yeah. Very
Even
soft.
though we don't know what happened.
Of course we know.
We don't know, Claude. We do not know. We don't know. We're only paraphrasing. We're on the outside, aren't we? So we don't have privileged information. Even though I was lucky to chat to him, but we never spoke about it. We don't know what's happening. So it's very unfair. But to criticise Mesut, I think is unfair because he has turned up to big games. I mean, the volley against Chelsea.
Away games I'm talking about. Away games when it matters. It matters. Like against Madrid, did he turn up in that game? Rubbish.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
Yeah, but he didn't play
like
well.
The rest of them. Like the rest of them.
But none of the team really played well, did they?
Yeah, exactly. But he's not. He's there to take 300 grand a week. I wanted to take the game by the scruff of the neck.
Yes, you do. But also remember you saying that he's only as good as the players around him. Didn't you not say that?
Well, yes, as well.
Okay, so if you said that,
he doesn't seem to want to put that bit extra in when he needs it.
I think he does, but it's not. You won't see it if he's not rushing around the pitch like Alexis. But because according to I have to stop mentioning other TV stations. So according to this TV station, which I won't name, he's created the most passes since the Premier League has been in existence.
Yes, we can all create passes.
No, but then that means he's turning up then. That means he's turning up then. If he's creating the most passes, that means he's turning up. He's got some record about the most
you're not going into that.
Most passes in the Champions League.
What, he's got more assists than Tech BT? What you're saying? Is that what we're coming to now, eh?
I don't know.
Is that where we're coming to?
I don't know where you're pulling these out from, but I have to say I'm really impressed.
selling of Wembley Stadium tie. Finally is getting sold.
I'm absolutely shocked by that.
You are?
I'm shocked because the thing is, the FA bought it. It took a long time to buy, and it seems like all of a sudden they are selling it. Why?
It's like the Queen selling Buckingham Palace, isn't it? Eh? It is, isn't it? It's the same, isn't it? What's going on here?
This is good. That's PR free.
No, don't keep laughing. That was a serious conversation.
What have you been talking?
It's like the Queen, isn't it? It's like the Queen selling Buckingham Palace.
It's very, very strange. It's very, very strange. Apparently, there's going to be benefits.
So who's buying it? Who's buying this stadium? Do you know?
I can't remember the man's name. His name
it's
escapes
about
me
an
now.
American football team, isn't it, or something?
Yeah, something like that. But it's weird though.
Jesus
to have at Wembley, but apparently though.
I mean, we nearly sold London Bridge to them at Yanks, so we're going to send Wembley to the Yanks as well now.
Well, it was London Bridge in England. I think wasn't London Bridge a present from Denmark.
Oh, I don't know anyway.
I'm not sure.
Anyway,
maybe the viewers might correct me.
Yeah,
but
but
I
anyway,
thought that was the case.
Yeah, I don't think it's right now.
I don't think it's right, but on the
It belongs to it's part of the heritage, isn't it? It can't be doing that.
No, but on the plus side, apparently, according to this TV channel,
Whatever next.
which I won't name, people probably know who it is because I'm tired, fed up and tired of mentioning other people.
Yeah, you can't mention names.
I can mention it, but you just say what I can say is I can mention a name which I won't, but then all you say is other TV stations available. Just like if you mention a product, you say other products are available. If you mention a shop, other shops available. If you mention a radio station, other radio stations available.
I don't think it's on really.
I don't think it's on, but apparently
because now we could have everything on there, and we won't have the proper.
That's true, but apparently, sold this TV station, which I won't name, even though other TV stations are available, have said that apparently in the deal, FA Cup semi-finals.
It's bad enough renting it out at Tottenham for a year, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, well, they did. We did rent it though for our Champions League games, didn't we?
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, it didn't. Well, let's not.
Well, that didn't do us much good, did it?
Well, possibly not, but it didn't do.
No, I'm not in favour of it
to
at all, to be honest.
Well, fair enough, but the thing is, I'm not as well. But the thing is, no, it's
as
true.
I said, the Queen wouldn't sell Buckingham Palace, would she? You know what I'm saying?
Probably not, but the thing is, apparently, according to this station, which I will not name, even though other TV stations are available, the semi-finals are no longer going to play at Wembley. They're going to go back to grounds, and apparently England are going to go on the road again. Which will be the semi-finals is a very big thing because as much as it's nice to win the semi-final, get to the final, I don't think semi-final should be played at Wembley.
No,
only the final should be played at Wembley.
Ridiculous.
But England on the road means that other England fans in other towns can get to see England, not just at Wembley. So but I'm shocked that they're selling it like that. It's meant to be the home of English football, and they're already selling it just like after taking so long to build it. It's very strange. It's like they can't get where to get rid of it. I find that strange. I find that very, very strange. But
well, money talks, isn't it? Well.
What?
Do you blame Wenger for signing that contract last night?
No, I do not blame him.
Well, I expect that answer from you anyway.
No, I don't. I do not blame him. And I think if the board, if it's true, it's obviously rumours. So we're not party to rumours unless we get it from.
We all know what's happened. We all know what's happened.
He's been pushed.
He's been asked to go because what happens when you see empty seats in the ground?
Yeah.
It means the customers. Not happy.
Well, the customers.
What gets me about it, those customers that stayed away.
Yeah, all were there on Sunday.
Were all there Sunday saluting him, which I find a bit hypocritical.
Yeah, well, absolutely. No, I agree. No, I
singing his name and.
No, I absolutely.
And they're the one that said that made the point that they didn't want him there in the first place.
Well, absolutely.
So let's get that right.
Well, absolutely.
But that's why I walked out because I couldn't sit there.
Yeah.
And be part, because I feel as if I'm part of that as well, because I was very critical of the guy throughout, and I think, to be honest with you, right, as a human being, I like the guy as a human being, but all the criticism I've done to him, I think if I by standing there and singing his name and going all that, would be insulting him.
Yeah, but you didn't have to. You didn't have to.
Yeah, but you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, that's fair enough. But you didn't have to sing his name. You could have just stood there and watched, isn't it? You didn't have to sing his name.
I've been backed up by Ian Wright on this. Ian Wright said exactly
What did Ian
the
say?
same.
What did he
said
say?
the people that have done all the banners and all that.
Yeah.
He said should be ashamed to be sitting there singing his
Well,
name.
Ian's got a point, but to be fair, Troops is the only one so far that's come out and admitted he was possibly over the top. He's come out and said it. So you got to rate Troops for that. Don't forget to check out the Bias Premier League show with him and Robbie. I'm sure it'll be good. Anyway, but what I'm saying is that you could have still, that's up to you. You could have still sat there. That wouldn't mean anything because you're at the game anyway. But yeah, no, that's true because apparently as soon as there was,
I thought at the time people have been given all of the abuse since then. I weren't disrespectful. I thought I was respectful by giving him that little clap before and he come on the pitch and stuff, but not staying around for the thing afterwards.
Oh, right.
Not only me and Kenny Ken done it the same. Okay. Kenny Ken was as well. He came out.
Well, at least you gave him.
You see what I'm saying?
But people
and there's people like Lee Gunner who goes regularly. He didn't even turn up for the game. He didn't want to because he didn't feel that it was right. You know, and I respect that, right? And I think
he didn't think it was right.
I actually think that was the right. It was that occasion was for the fans that stuck by him.
Well, that's what Troops was saying. No, but the thing is, so Lee was saying that he doesn't think it's right that the club should say thank you to Arsenal.
No, you're getting me wrong. I didn't say that.
Oh, he didn't think it was right because he slagged him off.
I said he didn't feel right to be part of it, so he stayed away. And I
for the whole game?
that. He didn't come to the game, no. So I can respect that because I think and you've got to respect that. People have got different ways of doing it, but that's his way of showing it.
But then what I would say to Lee is, isn't it supposed to be about the team or is it about the manager now? Because I would have thought if it's the team, you turn up no matter what. It's different afterwards, fair enough. But
it's not about the team because the game, there was a meaningless game.
No, but it's still 3 points, wasn't it?
It's a meaningless game.
It's still 3 points.
Listen, it's not as if it's a bit. It's not. I'm sure it would have been different if we had something to go for. If it was a semi-final, the company would have turned up.
Yeah, but would that be still hypocritical then? Because the manager's still in charge.
No, because it was still something to play for.
Yeah, but it's still something to play for. I agree there's nothing to play for, but the thing is, a lot of...
and there's a lot of people angry after this, and I'm very angry actually. I'm very angry about this. Right, these players, right?
Yeah.
Played like it was... Put so much into it on Sunday.
Yeah.
Where wasn't that effort put in on Thursday night?
Yeah, fair point.
Right?
Yeah.
All this, we care about the manager, we're playing with the manager. Where was that care on Thursday night? I didn't see it. And that's what angers me.
Fair point. I thought it was a bit unlucky though.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bit unlucky.
No, unlucky though. I think they got that extra edge. They didn't have that extra.
Well, possibly. It's a fair point.
You had that extra bit that you want to win the game.
Well, it's a fair point. But then what I would say to that is, people were even saying, you're saying it's a meaningless game. I agree. But people were saying, oh no. You heard it on the Sports Club. Oh no, if we don't beat Burnley, it's shameful. So I don't know what the manager players is supposed to do because you're saying, which is fair enough, hold on, let me finish. It's a meaningless game and it didn't mean anything. If we lost that game to Burnley, can you imagine the abuse the outgoing manager and the players would have taken? But now we've won the game, suddenly it doesn't mean anything. So it seems like us fans are never happy because if we lost to Burnley, all he would have said, "Oh look."
That game on Sunday was like it was a testimonial for Arsenal.
It was like that, but the thing is, if we had not have won, can you imagine what they would have said? They would have said, "Oh look at the players, they can't even beat Burnley. Look, we've ended up lower than Burnley."
But they put extras out, and also Burnley just stood there and just played their part in it as well.
But that's not
I
us.
know.
But back to the question, I would say I do not blame him for signing a new contract. I don't.
I think he went too long, and I think actually
when he would have gone last season,
if he signed last season, I think he'd have got more. He would have got. He would have got more support from the people like of me. He would have got proper send off. But that's how it goes.
Yeah, but what I would say to that, if it's true then that they asked him to sign because they couldn't get someone else, and they pushed him, that's absolutely disgraceful.
The board are a disgrace, because they shouldn't have offered him the contract in the first place.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the board are a disgrace. I'm saying that action is a disgrace. I'm not saying the board is a disgrace. No, I'm not saying that. That action is a disgrace. If it's true they couldn't find anyone else and he stayed on and they never allowed him to see out his contract, that is disgraceful. And I do not blame the manager for that. I think it's very, very harshly treated if that is what happened, which obviously nobody knows the truth except, I was going to say us, except the board and Arsene. But if that is true, that's disgraceful. No, well, you will, because he's going to write a book, isn't he?
Nah, he won't come out. I
He
think
will come
there'll be
out.
an agreement between them that
Yeah, for a few
will come
years.
out.
But you know Arsene's going to write a biography, and Arsene's very, very intelligent.
He's very
clever.
loyal to that. He won't break anything. You'll never know the truth.
You never know the truth.
You'll never know the truth about it. I'll guarantee you.
Well, I don't know. That's quite interesting.
I think Liverpool have a great chance of winning it because the final in the Champions League against Real Madrid. The only thing I have again where they might suffer
Yeah.
is defensively. They're leaking goals again and they're starting to look a bit tired. But hopefully by then they'll re-energise and
Hopefully. So do you want them to win then?
yeah, I do. I like to see them. I like the way they play. I like the front three, the way they play.
Oh, that's interesting. A lot of Liverpool fans will be happy to hear that. Maybe not other
I
teams,
think
which I won't
what
mention.
could be important is that Ronaldo is doubtful.
Ronaldo will be fine.
Right.
Do you think Ronaldo's not going to play? Look what happened in the European Championship. He played there to come off.
Yeah,
No, but he had to come.
exactly.
There's no way Ronaldo's not going to play. I don't know how long he's going to last.
Yeah, but a bloke, you're not going to get even if he is fit, if he does pass, he's not going to be fully.
Yeah, but how much?
You're going to have a situation like Ronaldo again in the World Cup, aren't you?
Well, hopefully not that bad. But the thing is, if you have a half-fit Ronaldo,
I'm talking about the other Ronaldo.
yeah, the Brazilian Ronaldo. Yeah, I remember, and that, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, I thought that destroyed his career and destroyed him in that way. No, but the thing is, if you have a half-fit Ronaldo, Real Madrid are going to take that because his influence, just being on the pitch, is going to be unbelievable.
I just think they've been scraping through Real Madrid.
They still made it.
I'm gonna say that Liverpool have got a very good chance of doing it.
Yeah, I agree. The thing is, do I think they've got a chance? Yeah, I think Liverpool have got a great chance. Do I want Liverpool to win it? Yeah, I do.
I also think apparently I've been told.
You've been told so. Rumours.
The fourth place won't get in the Champions League.
If Liverpool win it.
Yeah. So.
Well, anyway,
I'm
I'm
you
not.
know he's going to be fourth, didn't you?
Well, it could still be Chelsea. Chelsea only 2 points behind Tottenham, and if Chelsea win tonight and Tottenham Hotspur lose, Chelsea are fourth. You know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
It'd be interesting. It
One
happened
of them
before.
could lose at the top
Yes.
four. You know.
It happened before, didn't it?
Yeah. So
When Chelsea won the Champions
I
League.
think it'd be good. I think it's good that you can't have Real Madrid winning it every year.
No, but not every year. But the thing is, if they win it, they deserve to win
Would
it.
it be 12 times they've won it if they win it again?
I'm not sure. It's
12 times it'll be.
Well, they won it 11 times.
And we've never won it once.
Yeah, but we how unlucky were we? With Liverpool, what I would say.
Unlucky.
No, so I'm sorry, that weren't unlucky then.
I love the way you're so biased.
Biased, because you're not biased though.
I know, but you just
You're not, because you're not biased, no.
keep blaming referees.
Blaming referees. Hold on.
So
So, is it not true that Eto'o's goal was offside?
no, I want Liverpool to do it.
Well, I'd want Liverpool to do it as well. Do I think Liverpool can win it? Yes. I think it's going to be billed as.
I don't normally want English clubs apart from Arsenal to win it.
Well, I don't. There's a few that I wouldn't want, but I'm not going to mention.
This one I don't mind.
Well, no, I don't have no problem with Liverpool. I think Liverpool have done
And
really,
it does
really
us
well.
good, and it does us good doing keeping 4 clubs in the Champions League as well.
Yes,
so
that's true.
I'm gonna complain.
I'm sure fans of other teams won't say that. But the thing is, I think with Liverpool, Real Madrid will be the favourites. It's going to be billed as Ronaldo versus Salah. And if Liverpool can get the ball to Salah, then Salah now, sorry to go into another round, football-wise, is on the crest of. If he can transform the form he's had in the Premiership, which will make him the top goal scorer, because I don't think the other person who probably will claim that he's doing the show now, just a joke, will catch him. Liverpool can win it. But I would make Real Madrid the favourites. Whatever happens, somebody's gonna make history. Because if Liverpool win, they'd have won it for the 6th time and they'll become 3rd. So a Liverpool fan reliably informed me. But if Real Madrid win, I don't know if they'll have the most wins, but they'll also be the first team, if my memory serves me correctly, to ever retain the Champions League. Because no one's ever retained it. But you know, we shall see. We'll say a good luck to Liverpool, all the best, and to Real Madrid, and may the best team win.
Sunday.
Yeah.
A chapter comes to the Arsene Wenger Arsenal chapter comes to an end.
Prematurely.
At 4:45, probably 4:45 on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. Or later.
I think there'll be. Will there be a lot of sadness for you, won't there?
Why are you asking me?
Well, there is in a way a little bit of sadness for me because of what he's done in the past. Okay. But I think you'll probably feel it more than anyone else. I don't know about more than anyone else, because there's a lot of people that back him. They were just a bit too. Right. I don't know if I can say afraid. They didn't want to mention their backing him because they're going to get abused. And you said before that it ends, strangely enough, getting the Herbert Chapman managed both clubs as well. Yes, which is quite incredible, really. With distinction, and he's a legend of both our clubs. Yeah, that's right. What's the highlight for you of Arsenal's tenure? Arsenal's tenure. Well, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's lucky that you're asking, because if anyone else was, if it's not Gunnar, I probably wouldn't ask. It's got to be Invincibles. The Invincibles, because they were an incredible team. Was there one Pacific game that season that stood out for you in the Invincibles? In the Invincibles? Well, it can only be one. Winning the league at White Hart Lane, it was just absolutely amazing. I mean, after, I think, 20 minutes, the game was over. And the goals we scored, we should have won about possibly 5 or 6-0. And that's not no exaggeration. The funniest thing, though, is the fact that, unfortunately, Tottenham got a penalty and they equalised. All of a sudden, it's great, because if you were there, like you was, I hope Josh was there. If he wasn't, it's a shame. Tottenham fans were celebrating like they'd stopped us. And then the next minute, we'd won the league. And all of a sudden, there's Tottenham fans who tried to invade the pitch like disgraces. Do you remember that? Yeah. It was funny because they started cheering. And you actually see the TV scenes now. You see on TV, I won't mention the name of the channel again, but you see the Tottenham fans going, and I don't think they realised the concept that we'd won the league. And then when it dawned in now, suddenly joy turned to rage. Also, I mean, at the time, I felt a bit flat. I know we won it. I won it. Yes, because we didn't win the game, you know. We should have buried them. But to be fair, my biggest memory, and I think stands out to me, was the 5-1 in Inter Milan in the San Siro. Oh, did you go? Yeah, and I didn't go to that, but I saw it on the TV, and that was an amazing performance, though. Ray Parlour was captain that day. Right, yeah. I think Edu scored, didn't he? Edu. Sorry, Robert Perez. Thierry, was that the one when he? Who was there was a top defender one time when he slowed him down, and then sped off and then smashed it in. Yeah. Pass, I think they were on the attack to come back into the game. Yeah, it was 2-1. Yeah, and we cleared out the air. Yeah. Thierry Henry went right through, and he slowed him down. I think that was one of the best performance you've ever seen in Europe under this manager. Really? Yeah. And that's why I couldn't understand. But I think it all went wrong for me when he changed the tactics of our team. But he showed he could do it in Europe at that time, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I thought it was a fantastic performance, and I'll give him credit. I mean, give all credit. That was brilliant that night. Considering they beat us at Highbury 3-0 when that bloody that nightmare Obi Martins. My countryman, yeah. Let's not talk about him and getting the bloody winner against us. Yeah, well, that was another look at. You can't make that up, can you? You can't make that up. But suddenly, to me, that was my long-lasting memory of it. Okay, right, I see. Thank you very much. I'm not on Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter. I'm not on social media, and I'm sorry, but Josh is
probably thinking, oh my gosh, he's giving me so much editing to do. I do apologise, Josh, but this is the problem. Like, I'm not on social media, and I will keep on saying that in every single interview and every show, everything I do now, any time I'm lucky enough to be interviewed, I will have to say I'm not on social media at all. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. If people want to ask us questions, what do they have to do, Claude?
Just leave the comments in the box, and we'll be back to you next week.
Thanks very much. Good luck to the teams.
And good luck.
And good luck to Lauren. And well done, Per. And thank you, Arsenal. Bye.
We're giving you a chance to be on ArsenalFanTV and give your opinion after the game. All you got to do is WhatsApp your video and hold the camera like this. Send it straight after.